Hello, I'm Tim Black. You tuned in the news for people who can't stand the news. This segment is brought to you by Nerdy Dope Artist 2015. That girl can draw, can't she? Look at that. Got a brother looking all good. Hell, she got me looking better in sketch than I do in person. You know what I'm saying? She can make you look good too. Go to Nerdy Dope Artist 2015 on Instagram. Let's talk about Stacey Dash. Stacey Dash, beautiful on the outside, dumb as hell on the inside. That's Stacey Dash, clueless. It ain't just a movie. It's an actual condition. We all know the comments that she made in regards to Jada Pinkett when she said that if black people want segregation and integration, they need to make their mind up, because if you want integration, you need to get rid of black entertainment television and get rid of the Image Awards and get rid of everything black. Listen, man, earth to Stacey. Stacey, you do know that BET's been white-owned for like 10 years now, right? Like, white people own that. Well, maybe some of your viewers don't know it. Hey, Fox News people, if you accidentally are watching this video, BET, Black Entertainment Television, is owned by white folks. And BET was founded because white folks wouldn't let black folks come on MTV. Don't believe me? As you know, you don't listen to what a black guy tells you. No. Go to the video of David Bowie talking to MTV back in like 83 asking, hey, why don't you show black people? And MTV exec said, well, basically we got racist viewers and they don't want to see black folks. But to Stacey Dash's point, let me say this. Stacey Dash, if you're trying to say that BET is discriminating because it only shows black people, first of all, that's wrong, because we had white people on that show. I remember Justin Timberlake, and I remember Justin Bieber being on the show. So that's not really true, but okay, let's say you're right. Well, then you're sort of admitting that the Oscars are white, or mostly white. I mean, it's 93% white as far as who's voting, and 73% white males, and most people are old. So we got old white men, which is mostly what Hollywood is, right? Old white men. So there's really no diversity in Hollywood. So that's really the issue, but I understand it. You need to keep a job, don't you? Well, you beat some of the other jobs I'm sure you gave in the past. Because I've been wondering for a while how a woman who went from showing her ass in magazines is now showing her ass on Fox News. But I guess it's sort of the same thing. I mean, money is money, right? So Donald Trump, he came into the situation. Donald Trump says, hey, it's a bad situation. And you got BET, and you got, people should all be represented. Most people, all people should be represented equally. And it's unfortunate if that's the situation. I'm not saying it is, but if it is, that should change. And then he got out the way. Because unlike Stacey Dash, he doesn't want to come across as a bigot. But that's what they do, guys. When they want to make black people look bad and blame black people for black problems or issues affecting black people, they send a black person out to say, it's not white people's fault, it's our fault. I mean, how can you blame black folks for complaining about a system they didn't create that disenfranchises them? They don't own the system. Well, it doesn't stop there. Aunt Viv, and I haven't heard about for 20 years, attacks Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, but not on the grounds of the merits of their complaints, just on the grounds that they're the ones doing the complaining. Because the Aunt Viv, she feels that Jada Pinkett doesn't have a right to complain about anything because she's been so successful, and Will Smith have been so successful. So let me get this right. It's not that they're wrong when they say that Hollywood discriminates. It's that they're the ones saying it. Denzel, can Denzel complain? Do they have the right to complain, or do we need to get your approval before we complain? Because we got to check with you first, Viv, because you like gatekeeper. You like, we the person, we got to clear it with you. Make sure it's okay. Is it okay for me to complain? Is that all right with you, Viv? Because we know you just dusted off your microphone, had something to say, put on your best hair hat, and grabbed the mic and say, well, time for me to talk. Put down this liquor and start talking. I mean, I don't know if you're drinking, but It sounded like it. Whatever it was, I'm sure it was bitter. Last thing I'm going to say about Jada Pinkett Smith on this issue is, hey, she's got a right to say whatever she wants to say about Hollywood. You have a right to say it. She has a right to say it. In fact, when I saw her recently on the TMZ video where she was trying to redefine, it was like she was kind of walking back her statements. I believe that's done due to pressure from the establishment. Dear Hollywood, you don't have to lie about it, Craig. We saw the Sony emails. We know what you think about black people. We read it. So, with that being said, BET was created because of survival. There were no outlets for black folks. You shouldn't blame BET for existing. Blame the conditions that made a BET necessary. I mean, if you want to keep it real. I'm Tim Black. I got a show coming on at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every night. Go to timblacktv.com and subscribe.